police in India use tear gas and batons on crowds protesting exam scandal. On a chaotic Monday morning in New Delhi, security forces used tear gas and batons to disperse a crowd of tens of thousands marching toward Parliament. The protest, fueled largely by young people, demanded the resignation of the country's education minister after a series of botched college entrance exams rattled millions of students. The students were upset that their written tests, used to select candidates for over 200 medical colleges, were leaked and declared void. A nationwide anger flared when the ministry announced that more than 2 million students would have to retake the exam, a blow that left many families scrambling. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived to open a parliament session and tried to project calm, refusing to address the protesters' demands directly. The crowds, however, pushed onto the roads leading to the building, trapping security forces who used water cannons, tear gas, and batons to hold the line. By the day's end, the situation had devolved into a crackdown that left at least 100 people injured and rushed to 2 Delhi hospitals. Police officials reported that about 50 of their own personnel were wounded. Over 60 protesters were arrested, according to lawyers who were rallying legal help. The full scale of injuries remains unclear, reflecting the chaos of the day. The protest arrives at a point when Modi's decade-long claim that his ministers are not accountable to the public is being tested. The size and vigor of the demonstration suggests that the ruling party may have underestimated the raw anger among young Indians, especially after recent student movements in neighboring Bangladesh and Nepal that toppled governments. The episode exposes cracks in the image of Modi as an unassailable strongman. Television stations aligned with Modi's party largely ignored the interface that evening, but viewers could see footage of panic around Parliament as security guards ran around, holding lines with water cannons and tear gas. On social media, where Modi's party routinely wields outsized influence, Gen Z protesters broke through, sharing memes and live streams of the protests and police crackdown. Voices echoed the frustration. "The apathy the government is showing us is shameful," said Anshul Yadav, 20, who attended the protest with friends. "Education is important," Yadav added. The public anger over the exam scandal has been simmer Gudaha to May, when the leaked questions first came to light, and had already caused distress. Some students had even taken their own lives under the pressure of a ruined exam season, and the frequent leaks made in recent years have only amplified the sense of injustice. The protest underscores a larger issue: the weight of a trillion-dollar system that governs education, the responsibility of ministries, and the expectations of a generation that will soon occupy the next level of India's workforce. Underscore message from the writer: this protest in New Delhi is a stark reminder that a government's legitimacy can hinge prefectura on how it handles crises that touch stone to the everyday lives of its citizens. The continuing calls for accountability behind the scene will be watched closely by the world and by future generations for whom the exam rights and fairness are not just a bureaucratic detail. Thank you for listening. We'll keep you updated on what happens next as the story unfolds. Until next time, my friends, stay informed and stay good.